What information is needed for verification? Students selected for verification must complete a verification worksheet. Be sure to complete the entire worksheet. Please read Family Information in Section B instructions very carefully. The most common mistakes on the FAFSA and verification worksheets are made in determining household size. In sections F through G, each blank must contain a numerical value. If the answer is 0, write 0 in the blank. Do not write non-numerical values in the blanks. Do not leave any blanks empty. Students should complete the appropriate worksheet based on their dependency status determined by the FAFSA. The dependent verification worksheet should be completed and signed by both the student and the parent. The independent verification worksheet should be completed and signed by the student and the student's spouse if married. Any discrepancies between the information on the FAFSA and the verification worksheet may require a written explanation signed by the student or parent if requested by the Financial Aid Office. Further documentation may also be required to resolve discrepancies. Verification requirements often include signed IRS tax return transcripts, W-2s, 1099s, and any other income documentation. Tax return transcripts can be requested from the IRS by visiting their website or calling 1-800-829-1040. Dependent students should submit a signed copy of both their IRS tax return transcript and their parents' IRS tax return transcript. Independent students should submit signed copies of both their IRS tax return transcript and their spouse's IRS tax return transcript if married and filing separately. Incorrectly filed returns may require the submission of a 1040X amended tax return. A signed copy of the 1040X may need to be submitted to the Office of Financial Aid. Submit copies of all W-2s for the appropriate tax year. The total of the submitted W-2 forms must equal the amount of wages reported on the tax return transcript. Copies of W-2 forms must be legible. If all W-2 forms are not available, a wage and income transcript can be requested from the IRS and submitted for verification. Often, the documentation received is incomplete or may lead to additional questions or requirements. After initial review, if additional information is requested, please submit any requirements as quickly as possible. All documents are processed in date order. Receiving documents after the June 1st priority deadline may result in delays in review and awarding. Verification information, tips, and forms can be found by visiting the ETSU Office of Financial Aid website. Contact our office with any questions. If you choose to visit our office, please remember to bring a valid photo ID.